lesson with me, Maha. Today I'm going to teach you something that you have asked and re-asked and asked many times, which are the plurals. I've already done a video like this like 1 or 2 years ago, and I never completed it. So today I'm going to teach you exactly what all you need about the masculine and feminine plural in the Arabic language. Now, we have rules like in every language. Like in English we add just S, and in Italian we change the ending. So we have rules in our Arabic also. But the problem is that our rule functions only 10% of the cases. So I'm really sorry, but we have to learn 90% of the plurals on our own, like by heart. This is the first bad news that I'm going to tell you today. So, the rule exists, but the rule is only for 10%. I don't know why they actually created the rule if it's only 10%. They could have said no, there's no rule, because 10% is very, little words. We don't have a lot of words that end with the rule. Anyways, the good news is in feminine plural, the rule functions 99% of the cases. So feminine plural, we feminines are very good, so we don't have exceptions. The masculine plural is the one that has only 10% rule. Now let's begin with the masculine plural. The rule is to add un at the ending of whatever masculine word it is. For example, the word mudaris. Mudaris means teacher. Mudaris and teachers, mudarrisun. Very easy. Mudarris, mudarrisun. Let's try with lawyer. Muhami, muhami, muhamiyun. So we just add un at the ending, and it's really, really easy and very nice. It sounds even nice. Let's try with muhandis. Muhandis means engineer. Muhandis, muhandisun. Very easy. And that's it. I can't come up with other words with the rule. Why? They're only 10%. If I think about whatever word, like boy, the simplest words, boy, it's not walad, waladun. It's different. It's one of the 90% of irregulars. Now, there's an ambulance. Now, yes, I'm going to give you an idea of what these plurals are. Now, they are all exceptions. 90% are exceptions and irregular plurals. But even if they are irregulars, they have some kind of rhythm that makes us understand this word is like even if they are irregular, we have groups of irregulars that tend to have the same ending. I will give you one example. Walad means boy. The plural is awlad, so we add the alif at the ending and then another alif towards the end. Walad, awlad. And I will give you another one. Qalam, pen. Aqlam. Do you see something similar? Tifl, atfal. Tifl means baby. Atfal, babies. So you see, they tend to have the same actual letters that we add, and tend to sound similarly. Even if they are all irregular, they don't end with un, because the rule says they have to end with but they don't. But even if they are irregular, they tend to be similar. Now there are like something like 8 or 7 or 8 categories of irregular plurals that are grouped in somewhat in certain groups, and this helps us a lot to memorize the plural of these words. I'm going to give you another like group of irregular words in the masculine. For example, the word bayt. Bayt means house. The plural is buyut. Buyut. Bayt and buyut. So it's different than atfal, aqlam and awlad. Buyut. I will give you one more. Qalb, heart. Qalb. Qulub. So you see, qalb and bayt, they tend to be grouped in one category of irregular plurals because they all have this u before the last letter. Qalb, qulub, bayt, buyut. It's very easy to group them and maybe to memorize them. This makes them easy. So if it's a disaster that 90% of the words are irregular, it's still a less disaster because they are grouped in these groups that sound the same. Okay? Yeah. I'll give you one more with a group of بيت بيوت قلب قلوب. The word dars means lesson, and lessons durus. So you see, it's not so hard. Now these categories of irregular verbs, I'm not going to list them all today. I'm going to teach you them in a separate lesson, only the groups of irregular, so you have a lot of words to work on and to try to memorize and try to see which group they belong to. Today I'm going to keep it for the rules. Alright, so I'm going to switch right away to feminine plural. Feminine plural is very easy. Usually we add only, the rule is at. To add, instead of un for masculine, at for feminine. So alif and ta. My shirt is losing things. At. Alright, so this is the feminine plural. But the problem is, it's not that easy. I told you it's like 99% are regular and they all end, mostly all end with at. But it's not that easy. Why? Because the feminine word itself, usually in the singular, it usually ends with ta marbuta, and you know already what ta marbuta is. If not, you have to click here and go and learn the ta marbuta. Ta marbuta is a symbol of feminine words, and most feminine words in the singular end with the ta marbuta. And if I want to make this word that includes ta marbuta into the plural, so I have to add at. So what happens with the ta marbuta and the at is a problem. So the ta marbuta usually, as you know, we don't pronounce it, right? Like the word madrasa, we just hear the a, but we don't pronounce the ta as a t, madrasat. No, madrasa. In the plural, if I want to make schools, school is feminine by the way, schools, the ta marbuta goes away. And then we add the rule at. So madrasa, madrasat, madrasa, madrasat. Let's try with dog, feminine dog. Kalba, kalba, kalbat, kalbat. Ta marbuta goes away. Let's try with taliba, student. Taliba, talibat, students. Talibat. Alright, so the feminine is very, very easy. Daraja, bicycle, darajat. Very, very easy. Just remove the ta marbuta when it's there and add the at. Now, I told you 99% of the feminine words end with at in the plural, but there's 1% of irregulars. Now, I'm going to list for you 5 most important plurals and irregular plurals in the feminine. The words are actually really important. Let's 4 or 5. So first one is mother. It's not ummat, it's ummahat. So it's irregular. We add the ha before the at. But it sounds, similarly. It ends with at, so it sounds like the rule. But we add also a ha. So ummahat, and the word bint, girl, it doesn't end with ta marbuta, so it becomes banat. Banat, this is an irregular feminine plural, bint, banat, but still it sounds like a normal feminine plural because it ends with at, right? One other is ukht, sister. It's not ukhtat, for example, it's akhawat. Akhawat, it's irregular, but still it sounds like the regular ones. And the last irregular feminine that I'm going to note here is the word imra'a, woman, woman. Imra'a, it's not imra'at, it's totally different. It's nisa, nisa, imra'a, nisa, nisa is women. Okay? So these are the 4 most important irregular feminine plurals, while we have 90% of irregular masculine plurals, and I'm going to list them in the next lesson about plurals. Now, meanwhile, I want you, as homework, to do the following words to give me the plural of them. Some irregular masculine plurals are here, but I already noted them in this lesson, so you, by now, if you have seen all the lesson, you can figure them out and give me the answer. I will be waiting for your homework below. And if you have any questions, any doubts still about the plurals, I'm going to, I'll be willing to answer all of your doubts. So I hope you liked this lesson. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you still didn't do, share, and yeah, help me grow this language lovers community. Thanks for watching.